and welcome to Prestige Couches, the Dungeons & Dragons campaign brought to you by Prestige Gaming Community. I'm your Dungeon Master Salkos, and we have an exciting session in store for you today, but before we get into all that, we have a few announcements to get through. First and foremost, a lot of the music you'll be hearing tonight is brought to you by Midnight Syndicate. Midnight Syndicate is a music production group creating goth, horror, and fantasy RPG music that you can be using at your tables at home. For more information, go to midnightsyndicate.com, or if you're in our Twitch chat, you can use the command !midnight for a direct link. You can also listen to the music on Spotify, watch your music videos on YouTube, or even ask your Amazon Alexa device to play Midnight Syndicate right now. All the character artwork for this campaign has been made by our very own Jeremiah, who is Slimy Rice in our Discord. Go to our Discord to commission him for your own character artwork for a very fair and reasonable price. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we have for announcements. I don't think so.
I do. I wanted to say Salamat Hari Raya Idul Fitri for anyone celebrating after the end of Ramadan, or Eid Mubarak for the rest of the Muslims out there in the world. Yep, that's it. Happy Eid today, which is today. And yesterday.
Huh.
Yeah,
well,
did you
cool
feast? I didn't, but you know,
Happy Eid.
Just saving money. But
well,
I celebrated
everyone,
in spirit.
In that case, grab your drinks, grab your snacks as we welcome you to our table. And here to tell us what happened last week in their very own words was none other than Yi as Casimir Gray.
Kresna, my lady. How is it possible that I found faith to have that foundation shaken so easily? Dagrama put the seed of doubt firmly in my mind with his version of the creation war. Tumis is the god of creation, not magic. The gods were created after the death of Zolna in one story, but instead were her betrayers? Answer me, please. No, I must focus. What happened after that? We exited Gargama's throne room through a hidden staircase. As we walked, the door closed behind us. We had a moment to stop and think. We chose to rest. Baldur and I took our watch to discuss the revelations. I opened up about my doubts. Baldur seemed more at peace than he'd been for some time. Exiting through that portal in the room, we traveled through a tunnel to a waterfall. Some stupidity followed that I'll try not to remember. Before we were able to head back to our keep, the cat Whiskers returned, seeking the key that we'd secured for its collar. After some debate and more doubts, we chose to give it the key. We may come to regret that decision later. I suspect that we will, as it melted into darkness. Once again, with Aspen's help, we teleported to our keep, walking through a tree. Such a strange thing to do, but that's a druid. Always such fascinating magics. There we were greeted by Silas, updating us on everything that's been happening at the keep. With the update out of the way, we chose to gather with the War Council to discuss our next steps. Concerningly, Unibaleg has taken to besieging the western kingdoms of Summermorn. Tristlin Fortress, it suggests plan to help weaken Unibaleg, change their focus. In Pharaoh style, there were the two great rune stones on the towers. Using Infernal Foci, we could cast magic to weaken the barrier protecting the kingdom. Make them focus on defense instead of assault. But our minds were on the suggestion of a traitor in the ranks of the council. With the help of the Paragon Hyacinthia, in using a Zone of Truth, we challenged each member present. Are you the traitor? No, they each spoke. And we were satisfied that everyone in that room may not be the traitor. I had a doubt in my mind that it was someone who wasn't in that room with us. Still, we moved on. Planning to seek the weapon to defeat Antibabinis using the astral ship was our next major step, we think. Some of the discussions continued while dinner was being served. Silas interrupted. He mentioned that he could not find Hyacinthia. Zulkifli rushed off in a hurry, I believe to seek the princess, and he returned shortly thereafter with the letter clutched in his hand. The princess, as I feared, was the traitor. Betrayal. The princess. My parents' death. Lady Kresna? No. I must believe in the good of people and gods if I'm going to believe it's possible to make this a better world. To believe that what we do has purpose. I have no room for doubts.
Thank you so much, Sir Casimir. Excellent summary. So that is where we last left off. You were all standing in the Princess Lexilla Athelrin's room within your keep, where she was being cared for by Hyacinthia, the cleric of Sealnor. Where, after discovering this, Zulkifli let out a roar and you all came rushing to his aid to see what was going on, to find that he was standing there. And this is where you learned what has happened, where the betrayal has occurred. With that, what would you all like to do?
Zulkifli looks like he needs a hug.
Accurate. Well, actually, he's just kneeling on the ground, looking down at the letter. He folds it up carefully, tucks it away. She's gone. Meet Atagora.
Everything that she knew, Atagora knows. Everything that we planned.
She has not heard all of our plans. She knows about this keep, but probably Atagora also knows.
Oh.
So, now. I think she and Hyacinthia will keep her safe. We must find a way to stop her. But first, go to Astral Sea to get the weapon. He leans against the door. Is there anything you want? Because I want to be alone.
Are you sure that's wise?
He stalks down.
Well, shit. I'm just saying what I'm assuming was on everyone's mind.
Yes. We need a plan now more than ever.
And we need to move quickly.
Yes.
So, we can save her. We just have to do what Atagora was planning to finish. We have to get the power that she needs to save her child, right?
Yes.
Simple solution. Just save the world.
It's a clear goal. It's better than what most people have.
Yeah.
I do agree. The objective of saving world has not changed.
No, we just need to save her from herself.
So back to plan. Now you want to make more detailed plan, or are we still just picking up things, waiting for bigger weapons, and kind of rushing attacking?
Well, the weapon is the plan for now. We can't move forward until we have what we need.
Yes.
I mean, the problem, of course, is up until this point with the princess being integral to many of our discussions, she knew everywhere we were going to be. We had these tokens. He holds up an amulet that were to protect us from detection, but even then, they always knew where we were going. Now we know why.
We should call a meeting with the circle members.
We should, yes.
They need to know.
Hopefully Gargamel hasn't eaten some of them.
Okay, look, it's just the simulacrum.
Yeah, I know, but we haven't even met him.
That's fair. I mean, isn't the simulacrum the one that we spoke to first before the dragon body?
I don't even know. I mean,
I believe it was.
I thought we were just talking to a skeleton.
I was like, no, because it was. Didn't we see like the king get up and walk away, and then the dragon was up behind? So.
I mean, technically, you're always talking to a skeleton unless you're talking to something with like a carapace.
All right.
Okay.
All right, let's stop here. This room smells of betrayal.
Alright, come morning, let's call up the circle members.
Yes.
At this point, I'm just walking out into the keep's grounds. I'm actually hoping to just go and surround myself with a couple of trees and sit down quietly somewhere shady.
Okay.
You did say that the Gora has a lot to do with plants and stuff.
Not Hatagora.
She's more fire. It's Babanush. She's the plant lady.
Oh, I mixed up.
It's okay.
So do we have things that we need to organize to work specifically good against fire, or at least protecting our butts?
Well, I'm good against fire, so y'all can figure that out on your own. I'm gonna just head down to the workshop on the ship, and I'm just going to check on what's happening down there, because if she shared with Atagora the plans, it is possible she sabotaged the construction of the ship.
That's a fair point. I'll go with you.
Yeah. We walk off.
Okay.
So no more detailed plans. Okay.
Yeah. We don't really plan that much. We just kind of do things.
Yep.
We'll have a little bit more come tomorrow.
Yeah, that's like these little hooks that happen, and we just get dragged in that direction. You need to realize we're fucking idiots.
That's why I was shortly
It's easier not
confused
to fight it.
because Galder said something about planning. I was like, what? Wait, are we now doing it?
Plan with Revelor. He's really good at thinking on his.
Oh yeah, right, Reveler, the one who jumps off cliffs. Yes.
You know, we're gone. We can't hear you anymore.
I can hear the physical manifestation of those words.
Yeah.
Mordecai
Well-
will just go back to meditating with his obsidian wand.
Kill babies. Kill babies.
Sacrifice the
Now
children.
that you mention it.
Eat kittens.
All right.
Because I believe I was called to at the end of the last session.
It's got a baby
Just-
meter on the side. He's got like this
Just a
many
little
babies to
bit.
get full power.
Every
That's
10
something
babies
I was doing,
sacrificed
but-
is one spell slot.
Ooh.
It's actually a cantrip.
Ooh.
Oh,
I have some things Zul's doing, but I'll wait till Aspen or Pudak and Revel chime in about what they're up to.
I would actually go out to your vicinity, your space,
Hmm.
and be like this close enough for you to talk to me if you wanted to, but not intruding on your personal bubble, kind of. And just do some just a weapon training, and just look over every 5 minutes, like, okay, I'm done.
Well, you find him
Yes,
holding
you
a bracelet in his hand, It's sending bracelet. And acknowledges you, just makes eye contact. And then looks down at the bracelet. And then he uses the bracelet of sending to reach out to the princess. Where are you? That's what he says into it. He's waiting for a response. Doesn't know if one will come. Can you hear me?
Technically, you have 25 words.
Oh, okay. She will use you against me. Please come back. That's it.
Okay.
I just remembered it was once per day. So
You
makes sense.
feel the spell connect. You know that the spell has succeeded, but you don't get a response.
Left on
she's
red.
red.
She's ghosting you.
Left on red. Imagine.
Left on heard. Left on received.
Yeah. Yeah, you see you hear like the 3 dots for a second there for like a moment.
Why did the messages
Uh,
go from blue to green there?
Urdak,
It was weird.
you see Zul's head just bow forward. I mean, keeps the bracelet around his wrist. And then he just sort of punches at the ground, despondent. And then he gets up, looks at you, reaches inside his sheath, holds out a Chris. Just a wavy short sword. And he gets down on a low stance, pointing the Chris at you.
I'll just turn around, do like this, both hands and hips, like I was technically waiting for you to finally get back into action because you do not seem to be the thinking type too.
Maybe not enough. Not enough thinking.
On God.
And I'll come and strike at you. It's a sparring kind of strike. I will attempt to hit you, but without doing damage if possible.
Yes.
But it's a 14 to hit. I don't know if that'll hit you.
Just thinking that
Depends on whether you're wearing your armor right now.
yeah.
You didn't have an hour to take it off.
Well, it's morning or whatever.
Yeah,
so
we slept. Since then.
yeah.
It's an evening. You guys had dinner and everything. You guys kind of rushed through the day. I said you had the whole day to do whatever you want. I kept on. So it's evening at the moment.
I am not wearing my armor, so yes,
Okay.
that should probably hit me.
Cool. It's just a quick tap with the blade. It's not quite a. Ah!
That was fast strike with your dagger. Let me do that again. Do that once or twice more so I can see style and maybe copy because need to
Like
get
it
up
loads.
with longsword and dagger version. Up until now I was using shield. Now let's try this again.
So I'll take out a karambit, which is a curved dagger, kind of in the shape of a claw, like a large claw. And I've got it in my left hand, and 2 quick strikes, one with the Chris and one with the karambit. 16 to hit with the Chris, and with the karambit. Oh, 17 to hit. 27 to hit rather. So it's a quick tap with the Chris, and then the karambit gets right up against your side and would have absolutely gutted you if I'd applied more pressure, but instead just sort of taps you on the side. This one, attack. This one, surprise. You
Good.
try?
Let me copy.
And I get back and I get
Let's-
into a defensive stance ready for you to attack.
Yeah, let's see if I can copy motion. Would the first one hit?
21, and the 21 would hit, and the 27 would too.
Yeah.
Good. You learn quickly.
That is true. This works really well. Could I try something else? Because the belt is speaking to me and giving me extra instructions, so could I...
The belt is speaking to you. It's a
He-
human.
No. More like... I don't know. How do I say? It is a belt of giant, and it somehow kind of spoke to my inner. It's like giving me the feeling of doing extra.
Giant demon. Okay. Okay, what is it saying?
Well, it is actually saying that I should become more giant. And I'll try to hit you again.
Okay.
See if this works. Yeah, that one did hit. And now you can do a wisdom save against the 21.
Ooh, okay. Wisdom save. 21, you say? Natural
Yeah.
1. 10.
Natural 1.
Wow, an unbidden voluntary natural 1. Well done.
Although,
guys.
may I ask if it is a charmed or frightened effect?
Nothing for that. It's just that actually now would a small thunder damage happen, which we're not
Ooh.
doing.
Boom, boom.
But
Fine. I'll take it.
I
FHP.
well then yeah, you hear thunder damage, thunder clapping, and before your eyes I become invisible.
Alama,
So my
exploded
strike
already.
hits, your eyes go, and I get the perfect spot to just. Oh, this was really easy. Now I get yes, Karambit Gutting motion perfectly now.
Ah.
Giants are sneaky.
And if you were to go for an attack, it ordinarily would be an advantage, but for my alert feat.
This goes
Yeah.
on for some time.
Yeah.
Yes. Ah, catch
Yeah.
you.
We're gonna
Yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead and pan on over to Casimir and Galder, was it who went with?
Yep.
As you guys head
Yeah.
to the back of the keep, kind of below basically in the dungeons. This is an underground workshop where the ship is being built. It's still, the ship looks rather magnificent. It is quite large, larger than airships that you have come across so far, with this massive, these brilliant looking sails made from very fine wood that seem to, they're currently closed up. You don't see what they look like, but there's just this back where there is just these large, you can just, from your knowledge, you would call them like furnaces almost, that have like exhausts or like vents out the back. But other than that, you can't quite tell. But the one that is there is this elderly turtle with a shell that has these kind of runes on the back, kind of glowing. And you notice that as he moves around, he's levitating slightly. He has put runes of perpetual levitation on his shell, allowing him to kind of just float effortlessly. And you remember his name is Krager Stormhold.
Captain Stormhold.
Oh, yeah. Hi, was it Casimir?
Yes. It is Casimir,
I'm
and this
the
is
captain
Galder, if
of
you know
the
Galder.
ship. I am the engineer and proficient in such magical machinations.
magical machinations is a great word. Sorry, distracted. How is the ship?
It is ship-like, sir.
Has the princess been down to see the ship anytime recently?
She has not been down here recently, but she is capable of communicating with me if need be on the plans of the ship.
Okay.
But I have
She
not
is
heard from
aware
her
of-
in some time.
Yes.
It's
and
been
you will
quite
not
a bit
likely-
of time since I last heard from her.
Yeah. Okay. The
Well,
good news
as I was
is
saying, she had little to do in the ship's plans. It was mostly of my mental fortitude as such plans were made.
good.
It should
good,
be
good.
skyworthy tomorrow if all goes according to plan.
Excellent.
Great news.
Is there like guards watching the ship design area or?
Not that you can see. There's just a number of different people of all kinds of different like backgrounds. It seems there's a couple of dwarves,
Yeah.
humans, elves,
Yeah.
just citizens of Rivermore. You can assume.
Yeah. So if there was like somebody in a position to sabotage the ship, what would the most likely thing? You don't have to tell us what it is, but whatever you think it is, the most likely area that somebody could have sabotaged the ship if they were in a position of power. Maybe double check that. And then the least likely
everyone
place.
has stayed within this workshop. No one has had. He points to a number of like almost like obelisk around the area. No communications in or out, unless physically given. We sleep here, we eat here. I have not seen my children in several months.
I am sorry to hear that. We're just concerned if somebody, a position of power were to visit and understand your plans enough, if they, were to sneakily, put a, a rune that would cause the,
Yes.
engines to detonate when
Absolutely.
we activated them. Just, yeah.
That would be quite the concern. You don't want to be in the air in Kapowi.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look at Casimir and just be like, I'm gonna tell him, not out loud,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
I'm gonna tell him.
Yeah.
So in Krager's head, he's just gonna hear Luxilla has betrayed us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
That you look like you understand what I've been leading to, so that's great.
Well, that
Casimir
is
not knowing
concerning.
that.
Well, I will be sure to check
Yeah.
over the ship from helm to stern.
Thank you.
Good.
And
get it.
Lasmir, I have something for you.
Oh, excellent, excellent.
He'll float over to a small little box, like it's a long rectangular box, small. He'll take the end off and pull out a scroll and hand it to you. I only have one of these.
Oh, excellent. What is it?
It is a spell scroll for the spell Air Bubble.
air bubble. Oh. Oh, wait. Do I understand? Does Casimir understand that there's like no air in the astral sea if you go outside of certain areas?
Make an Arcana check.
Yeah. Get that second roll of the night. It's an 8.
8. I mean, simple enough. No, there's no space unless magically. There's no air unless it's magically created. This is actually a second level conjuration spell. You can go ahead and add it to your character sheet with no problems. Just you don't actually get the scroll. And it allows
Okay,
24
so I can
hours.
just add it to my spell list, or just the scroll spell level. Okay.
Essentially, the spell is as follows, so everyone understands what this is, as this is an official D&D spell. I did not just make this up. You create a spectral globe around the head of a willing creature you can see within range. The globe is filled with fresh air that lasts until the spell ends, which is the duration of which is 24 hours, and it's not concentration.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's not concentration. You can cast it a bunch of times.
When you cast a spell slot at third level higher, you can create 2 additional globes of fresh air for each spell slot above second. So unlike invisibility, for example, you get to target 2 extra creatures per upcast.
Excellent.
That's cool.
I will say the helm might be the most vulnerable location of the ship, but have no fear. I am here to power it while you all are doing such things.
Excellent.
A staff member will come down the stairs at
Okay.
this point. Master Galder and Casimir,
Oh yes.
there is a messenger for all of you awaiting you in the hall.
Okay, thank you.
Everybody else will receive the same message from a different staff member.
Did they say who they were sent by?
They did not.
Okay. Get a good meal. You've been working very hard. If you're not getting the good stuff, we'll ask the kitchen to make you something nice.
We are quite content here.
Excellent.
I will see you in the morning.
Right.
See you
Thank you for all your hard work.
I go join them and follow where the voice indicated.
We walk off.
It's a shame because I'm just about to
Casper
tap
always
the deck.
power walks everywhere he goes. He's always like the big like da 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 da.
He's like the
Suburban mom.
suburban
Yeah,
mom
like-
when Kohl's opens at 9 a.m.
Back is just
You're telling me
Spend that Cole's cash.
Casimir's like Michael. Got it.
back is just like too straight. His like
That's so
stride is
mean.
like too perfect. Yeah.
Like the Proctor from Hunter x Hunter.
So, as
Yeah.
you all gather in the hall, there is a small little goblin in your keep hall. His ears are kind of long, but like tucked back, as if he's nervous. He's holding like a little cloth cap in his hands, as like his eyes are like.
Hello, friend.
Immediately kneel down. So what brings you here?
I was sent by someone to give you something.
Sent by who? Start with that.
Her name is Gail.
Oh. Okay. And what did Gale send you to bring us?
He'll hand you a box and a letter.
I'm gonna just immediately hand the box to Zolkifli because I assume it's an item of some sort.
Okay. I'll take
Check it for traps.
Oh yeah,
Gail,
do that.
She is okay. She is alive.
Oh, we assumed she was alive. She's, a little shifty, so she just walked off.
Yeah, but they're very dangerous when she
No.
went.
I'll open the letter.
Yeah. What's it say?
So the letter reads, Seekers, I apologize for my abrupt leave. I knew in the long term I would do more damage to all of you than good, given my impulse behavior. These might do better in your hands than mine. May we meet again sometime.
And I'll read that out loud.
Oh. I had a completely different read off of her than was true.
Nice.
Seemed mischief. Yeah.
I'll look inside the box. What's in there?
Inside the box is a deck of cards.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
no.
Yeah, she had it.
Oh fuck!
That I just so happen to have here in my hand.
Oh
No.
no.
Let's all draw one for good.
No, fuck!
One each, guys. Come on.
I'm drawing 10. No.
Oh,
You just declared it. No. Out of character. Out of character.
So,
I'll pick up the
if
card.
these cards are ever drawn, just let me know. Because I do got this nice little, very, very beautiful deck of cards, by the way. I must
Oh,
say,
yeah.
they're
Yeah.
absolutely gorgeous. So
Oh,
great
what-
job, D&D. By the way, this is a really great product, not
Okay.
sponsored.
So,
Unless
there is nothing special about those deck of cards, but I will tell you if any of you plan to take them, I will kill you.
I would like a card.
I think we should all have one card on us for
No,
good
no,
luck.
no, 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 no,
Nope.
no.
Nope.
Removing any card. Okay. Okay.
I
So
smell food. I
you
eat
can.
Food? Oh,
Yes.
Yeah,
You know,
of course.
we actually were having a really nice dinner.
He's
So I'm
not
sure they
listening
have.
what you're saying. He's been going through.
Oh, all right.
Okay. So.
He do be goblin.
So okay. Let's talk about what this is, everyone, because you know, Galder, Casimir, magic guys, right?
Yep.
So there are things in this world that are what we call monkey paw. They are good wish, bad consequence. Like a wish spell, if you misuse it. This is the deck of many things. So, good things can happen. Terrible things can happen.
Statistically likely that more terrible things will happen.
Yeah, so you could find yourself stronger, you could find yourself weaker, you could find yourself fought by a demon, you could find your soul ripped from your body, you could
Okay.
turn into a flump. I don't know if you could turn into a flump, but that would be actually funny.
I mean,
Kind of funny.
Yeah.
But I believe one of the good cards was already drawn
Yeah.
by a
good-
former member.
uh,
So,
yeah, and that did not work out.
not at all.
He got his.
He got a shit handed to him.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So fun. You know, in the moment of, you know, interesting things can happen. Mordecai.
What are you singling me out for?
Okay, Mr. Pick up random onyx obsidian wand.
But yes, we did.
It told me to pick it up. Like, what am I gonna do? Ignore it?
Yes. That is what you ignore.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. It may actually help us save this country, this nation.
Yes.
So, you know, prices, so long as you don't have to kill babies, will be paid for that decision. So, we'll be from here. I mean, if we are ever in a moment where we need to, or someone of you wants to use it, just be aware there are potential consequences.
Dire consequence.
Okay.
You could be lost forever with no way to get you back.
Yes. And I'm tired of going to the underworld.
Yes. I have heard that was a dangerous track. So.
Yeah.
By
or
now-
hells.
By now,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know your way around there, don't you?
Shut
No, but
your mouth.
There's different places. There's like underworlds and, you know, the little layers of hell kind of things. And the last place we were, some people made some, you know, bargains that will, you know. Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, I owe my first 1,000 years of afterlife to an entity that I would rather not be bound with.
Now, I mean, if somebody's committed and we want to see something stupid for entertainment's value, the way it works is you have to declare how many cards you're drawing, and then you have to draw that many, and then bad things happen. Or good things happen. Or good things happen and a bad thing happens.
We're not doing it right now before any of you get the idea. I'm looking at you, Mordecai, because you were about to speak. Tora,
Just
Yeah.
one.
it's okay if Lee hide it.
Oh, okay. It
Yeah.
was in this.
Put it in the bag of holding.
No, I'll. Okay, so I'll take it. I'll take it back. Is there anything else in the box, by the way? Was it just it?
That is it.
Oh wow, she gave it to us to reduce the chaos.
Yeah.
Is what she...
Oh, we knew she was gonna do. She kept the cool cloak though. I'll appreciate.
Yeah,
she kept the cloak.
yeah,
I'm
I
a
respect
dagger.
it.
Yeah.
Just to
Not
make
the
sure,
dagger, then.
my hand on so carefully strolling, go like, we did have a good fight. What I would say that you are back in your right mind, but I'll ask out loud so you can give proper answer to everyone in room.
Right. Why were you two
Because
fighting?
Princess going away was kind of a hard strike for you.
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah. Yes. What is your question?
Well, the point is, from all of us, I would say you are closest to picking cards,
Yeah.
mentally speaking.
Could I keep the deck stool?
I say you're fine, but just
It's not that I
how,
don't trust
how
you.
about you
but-
prove everybody else that you're fine too?
want the deck, honestly.
I'm trying to hand it over to Casimir.
He's got like his eyes get a little big for a second.
Casimir.
Just one.
Oh my god. It would, other me sticks it reluctantly into his bag. Don't get me drunk and make me give you a card. That's all I'm telling you.
Shouldn't Revlor hang on to this? He seems to be the least likely to want to pull a card.
No, it's a magic. It's an item of great magical prowess. It's kind of like.
Right, I'm useless to magic, so give it here.
Casimir closes the clasp on his bag.
I'm gonna give Pudak just sort of a punch in the shoulder. Just, yeah, Ben, please. But fighting helps. This is my kind of magic.
Okay, so the goblins eating the leftover food. The war council separated, so Casimir's gonna reach out to Silas and just let him know that they need to update the council in the morning before they leave. If that makes sense.
I will do that, sir.
Excellent. Make sure you get some food again, and you need some rest. You've been working very hard.
I appreciate it. Your words should be sustenance enough for me.
Eat some food, bud. Please.
We appreciate you.
Drink water, stay hydrated, all the works.
Yeah. Yeah,
The
your urine
goblin
should be clear.
lets out a very loud belch for something so small. We're talking like a 2-foot tall goblin, like pale
all the
green
food on the
skin.
table.
Like the ears are just like so large, like each ear's like a half the length of her body. Where go?
Do you have to go?
Where?
Well, I mean, I'm assuming like you're just a messenger, or did she just give this to you because you were somewhere?
She found me.
Okay. Did you travel far? Where did you travel from?
God,
He's adorable. I mean, if you want, I'm sure there's probably room here for you.
We do have extra room.
I'm sure Silas can find something for you to do and a place for you to stay, and we'll give you food and.
I leave here.
Yeah.
Yes.
If we're not taking you from your home.
No home.
Okay.
Now you have a home.
He's gonna invite all his goblin friends, and then it's gonna be a goblin party, and it's all Casimir's
she.
home. She, sorry.
So, who wants
Big
to
old
give her
bug
stuff now?
eyes.
Yeah. So sad. Okay, how's Zul looking at this little sad lost child?
Frowning at it.
He doesn't have good fatherly instincts. Probably for the best.
Jesus. Whoa! I don't know who that is, but like that's the first word that came to my mouth.
So yeah. So we're all your uncles now, if that's okay.
Is that how that works here?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Wait, don't we have an adopted child, Casimir? Isn't that a thing that happened back in Craggy Rock?
Wait, what?
What was his name?
You don't know your own child's name?
Shut up.
Maybe they hadn't gotten that long in the process.
We adopted another child. How did I forget?
Speaking of the bugbear.
Right, yes, the one that you gave like the whole like hog to, like in the spa.
The one we had whole hog about. Yeah. Is he still living here? Yeah.
You
Yeah.
had a job, yeah?
Cannot remember.
The goblin is
Silas.
already like grabbed a broom and is just randomly sweeping around the hall.
Nice.
You're holding it upside down.
Did you?
Is it-
I imagine Silas is ready to go full Obi-Wan, like, oh, another unfortunate soul. This is our Anakin.
Don't fucking say that.
There's too many of them. What do we do?
Yeah.
The broom.
Yeah, it's okay. We're
Anyway,
we're gonna start.
continue.
We're gonna start an orphanage in the town called Younglings Orphanage.
Because orphanages have gone so well. in our
Should
campaigns in
should
the
we
past.
give him the deck? You know, see what he does with it.
No.
Yeah, we should.
Yes! Do it, do it, do it.
Fuck no.
I mean, he carried it all this way without picking one. Surely he can look after it.
She didn't know what was in the box, I'm assuming.
Okay, let's move along.
Yeah, alright.
Casimir, count how many cards are left in the deck.
There's 22.
One.
How many were there when we started?
I mean, it appears that whatever cards may have been gone have remanifested.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So it's a full.
Do you want
Galder, do you want to
play
check the top card on this for me?
I'd happily check.
Yeah, I'll do it.
You know,
party?
I was offered it. I'm drawing one.
Oh no!
He offered it to me. This is my opportunity. I'm drawing one.
Are you serious?
This is not a joke. I am drawing one.
Oh no!
Let's go.
Okay.
What
Let's
have I
find
done?
out.
You've tempted me.
I took the responsible one.
Dakota,
You've tempted me.
Dakota, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Oh, they're so pretty.
They're so pretty. They're so nice.
You die.
All right.
Technically, his soul already belongs to
I
someone.
So
put, I
scared.
put it right here to the top.
All right.
The card is the Uriel.
Oh, that is very
Okay.
pretty.
What is that?
So let me go ahead
What is
and get my handy dandy book, just so wherever it may be. Oh, here it is. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
This is not a
Great.
good card.
Not great.
Well, hold on, because it can mean different things now.
Oh.
It's an alternate deck. So long as it's not the flames, because the flames just gets drawn every freaking campaign.
A powerful devil.
Oh.
I look deeply disappointed at Zulkifli go like,
Oh my god. Can we?
I
Is there
said
like
you
a
should
charm
convince
spell
them not.
we can use to force the bad guys to just keep drawing cards from this?
Oh my god.
I mean, I have
Um,
many a charming spells.
Command. Draw.
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear what the hell happens before we move.
Yeah.
Pull-
I'm
pull up this card.
so excited.
Because I know what I'm doing.
I mean, out of
I'm doing-
character,
yeah.
anyone charmed by me automatically fails a command save from me, so
Oh.
that's good for me.
So, mass suggestion.
I should not be trusted. Like, give it to me, I'll be safe. No.
Immediately
Oh my
offers it to
God.
Galder.
I thought he was gonna say no.
Okay.
You've tempted me.
Mm-mm.
This is a
That's what
lot
you've
of
done.
page flipping for
I'm
a
scared.
card.
This card is vibrating violently in my hand now.
So upon you drawing the card, you see the form of this beautiful woman outside the snakes upon her visage. As you
That's
stare to this card, mesmerize, it begins to move and animate. The eyes flash. And Galder falls over backwards, blacking out for just a moment as he collapses.
Ah.
The card, still floating from when he fell back, flashes in flame and disappears.
I grab the deck
Casimir won't let you have it.
from your. I'm grabbing it from you. I'm just
You can try.
ripping it out of your hands if I can.
You can try.
I will.
Okay.
23 on an athletics check.
Silvery barbs.
Oh my
I don't need to. Never mind.
24.
I cast just kidding, lol.
Yeah, Kazir puts it back. Sorry.
What did you do?
He was the responsible one. I was just making a joke.
We should go and check on him. He's still blacked out on the ground. As Mordecai runs
Making a
over and
joke
starts
with
shaking him
this
awake.
kind of power.
Yeah, well.
Does Galter wake up when I shake him?
He does. He jumps
Okay.
to it. You do have a
How
minus
you-
2
how you-
penalty to everything.
To everything?
To what
All
the
saving.
card says.
Okay.
All saving
All
throws.
saving throws.
All right.
I'll scoot over to
Shoot.
Tora. Go like, are we sure that the seekers are the smart ones?
I mean, I would have picked a card if
Although
I
I
was
mean,
really didn't
so-
think you'd be
I
the
could've
one
told
to
you
do
that.
but-
You would have picked card too.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you people? We are on a mission that will likely kill us all, and you go ahead and play card games that might or might not kill you before you get to fight something cool.
Hey, I'm all right. I'm all right.
You
Everything's
sure?
fine. Yep, I'm good.
Look,
It's fine.
okay.
It's not fine. He's not
So
fine.
for those who don't know, the URL does as follows because it is as written. You take a -2 penalty on saving throws while cursed by this card. Only a god or the magic of the fates card can end this curse.
Right.
Oh.
It.
Well, in good news, we are trying to freeze God.
So, yeah.
I feel a little bit less dexterous, and he like trips over his own foot as he now has a -3 dex save.
You look rigid in your movements.
Oof.
Espen, can you help him? Or
Would I know the card? Could Casimir know the card know enough to figure the
Make the
problem?
Arcana
no
check.
idea what this is.
Yeah.
Some magic shit. You
Natural one.
or something.
Well,
You
you know,
deserve that
he
one.
just needs to take a good night's rest and maybe some bloodletting, and he'll be perfectly fine.
So
Yes.
I think take a rest. Silas, do you have some leeches?
Hey, whoa.
He needs some leeches.
Whoa! I dealt with enough leeches in my lifetime.
Well, leeches are very good when you're.
any leeches. However,
What about the moat?
there's something else that requires your attention.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of the moat, your friend has stopped a visitor along with the wards from crossing the moat. It appears
Sure.
that Arano Deus is just outside the keep.
Right, because
Correct
yes,
about
he was on the list of kill. Okay. Everyone ready? I'm gonna offer him a card.
No.
I'm kidding. Listen, let's go. In all
No,
seriousness,
no more
if-
kidding. No.
if-
more kidding.
Casimir.
Mordecai will
No.
lead the way outside to get away from all of this nonsense.
It's
Yeah.
so fun, honestly. Like,
Mhm.
like personally, that was my player chaos of the day.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, my
Look, you
my
can't just
player-
offer me a card.
Listen, yeah, I'm gonna say I honestly expected you to be the only person.
I'm not perfect. I gave in to temptation as well.
I know. So
No,
I
it's
just-
fine. Just, guys, it'll be all cool until you fail a saving throw by 2.
It's okay. He'll just make another purple character.
No, next character's not purple.
There is no glory in
Um,
picking cards, so
Aspen will follow Mordecai out to meet Arano Deus.
I don't
Keep
think
them.
Budak has a gambling addiction, by the way, because you said
Good.
no glory in picking cards. You know.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's healthy.
Alright.
Or it's an elaborate.
Let's go outside.
Upon seeing the maestro, his eyes have dark circles under them, his hair is disheveled. You called me.
Yes. Been some time since our last meeting. Not a long time, but some
A
time.
few nights?
Yes. We were looking for information.
And what is it you want to know?
Espen will look back at the party. Like, y'all wanted to know insider information about the coven.
Apparently,
What
this was
was it?
not as urgent as I thought it was. You know, I risk an
Expect
awful
you to
lot
show
being
up.
here.
I didn't
We did
expect
have
you to
something
show
on
up.
our minds, didn't we?
I can contact you anytime I'd like, the way I did. Giving you a heads up.
So,
Like to
would you
stay
like
warm.
a sec. So, Atagora's plans seem to be split in two directions, correct?
Right.
The Mother's Cradle and the Tower of Allura.
That is correct.
Do you believe that the Primal is a greater risk than her reaching the bottom of the tower?
I believe that both are of equal importance.
That's
We
the
know
problem.
that the Tower of Allura, they're reaching the last few floors any moment now. However, many people have died attempting to get there. But since Seonor was taken care of, the tower hasn't been resetting itself, as the gods have been a little preoccupied doing other things.
So the gods were resetting the traps.
Every full moon has Kresna dead.
So that benefits us if we're trying to enter, but it makes it easier for her to reach her goal.
And the primal can only be released on the night of the winter solstice, which we still have a couple months until then.
So we prioritize the tower.
Is she at the
Granted.
tower now?
I do not know where she is.
Great.
She has a way of being many places at the same time. Which one is truly her, I do not know.
Well, I suppose we'll find out.
Do we have a way with communicating with the maestro, or did we just?
Well, yes, I do.
Aspen has a way.
That's how he came.
What are the chances that he's with her right now?
I am the
Talking to her
maestro.
right now.
He's standing right in front of
shit.
us.
My bad.
So the chances are 0 because he is right in front of us.
Oh
Unless
shit!
he's
Why
not
did he get
trolling
here?
me, of course.
Yeah, to say he's,
I'm sorry. It was a long day at work.
he fell on his head, jumping out of a waterfall.
He did.
His arms,
That I
so-
did. That I did.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
No,
looks
it's
like
Ronald.
nothing else
Ronald
is him.
Days is with us. The maestro somewhere else.
I'm
Yeah. Oh yeah.
confident
That
that
okay.
this is the real Arano Deus. The fake one would probably look a little bit more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
There's...
gonna say it's
We must kill Atagora. Destroy. Stop her. You understand?
I understand.
So now we are looking for weapons. Yeah, we have the sword for you, but we keep that for now. But for her, we must find a weapon.
For her, we have a weapon being made.
Yeah,
Hmm.
we have a weapon on its way.
But is a shield enough, or is there more? Weakness. This is what we want to know. Or something to protect us. But we must stop her. We must find a way how.
You don't know, do you?
No, that's why we're asking you.
We know the
Why?
prophecy, but we don't necessarily. Prophecies are complicated
Do
things.
you know of her origin?
No.
Fire?
Only
No, please enlighten
That
us.
is what she has become to sway people. She came up with the persona of Lady Wildfire, a magical creation fallen into the world from the flame of creation itself that caused wildfires, and that combined with this magic created personification of wildfire itself. But she and her brother are, one could say, the shadows of Zona and Skade in some form or the other.
Mm.
The first of their children. While Skade and Zona were both the light and dark side of creation, Adagora and the Primal were its undoing.
Oh.
I must say, it is interesting how, after learning that Babanish was not Fae either, you would not question her creation. I can say that I myself am Arc Fae, Highborn.
We're just a bunch of fucking idiots who just managed to get the job done.
No, I'm not.
I know.
Glad you know.
At least you know what you're gonna get from us. Which is fucking stupidity.
Guys,
I noticed
enough.
that your
We want to know how to destroy her. You say she is destruction, so how can we stop this destruction?
I don't think you can. She must be handled much like her brother.
contained.
Congealed.
Correct.
That
Contained.
makes sense. If the primal was such an issue, the gods would have done away with him.
So trap her. Where? How?
That's the question.
How is the primal is caught? How can this happen?
The Primal was imprisoned through rituals of blood magic long ago. A feral beast contained within a prison.
So he's feral and she's the intelligence, as it were.
Mm.
What rituals? He asked with a tremor in his voice.
I think you're familiar with them in one way or another. Perhaps a visit to your homeland, the temple, would be of your benefit.
Does my grandfather know? Is he there?
You might have a sight part or knowledge of what you could do.
Aspen, did you tell us where the Maestro was when you saw him on the crystal ball?
I don't believe I did.
Okay. That's all. Then.
I promise that I'm giving the information that I know to its extent. The ritual of which this entity can be imprisoned, I'm not familiar with. I am not able to enter the temple in the Caliban Empire like I wanted. I tried.
But this temple. Does this ring a bell about what temple he's talking about? Which island he's talking about?
Yeah.
Do I know the
So, as you know, you came from the area
I came
of
from, yeah,
Pasirdara
Salamat.
and that the island itself. The island in which he's referring to is Pasir Saraga. That might be
Sugar.
Yeah. Sugar. Yes. And there is a temple in the forest located there, the rainforest located there. You did get a vision of it with a storm currently encircling it. What the storm is, you do not know.
Okay. Oh. Many years I have not go home. Now I have a reason.
The Temple of Ferocia is so intricate. A temple dedicated to the goddess of ferocious beasts. The creator of your blood curse. And yet I'm not able to enter.
Well, as powerful as you may be, they definitely treat you as a tool compared to themselves.
You cannot enter. Do you know what is... Who can go inside? Can we all?
That
You
would
don't
be a
know.
question for your grandfather, I would imagine.
Fine.
Interesting man. Very evasive. Not much of a drinker or card player.
When did you see him?
Oh, some time ago.
So, he's alive. Do you know where he is now?
Last I saw him was in Port Capero.
Yep.
Posing as a merchant.
I will. Thank you, Maestro.
Your thanks is appreciated.
I look around. Any other questions?
I'm gonna make eye contact with the maestro, but not say anything out loud. I'm gonna use my telepathy. And just... all he hears is, the gods are not what they seem. Be careful who you trust.
I do have something for you.
That is...
Consider it a housewarming gift. And he's going to take out his baton and flick it, and appearing next to him, very battered, clothes torn, is a fey woman with hair the color of fresh fallen snow. Some of you have seen her just a few times as she was talking to Astra.
Missing a hand?
Missing a hand?
Missing a hand. Her name
Fuck
is
yeah.
Iridia Dewfellow.
Yeah.
Is this you freed her?
I don't know what you mean.
She freed herself.
It just so happened that one of the guards found himself drunk and left her cage unlocked.
That was very
Thanks.
kind.
Ronald Days, would you not resist the scrying next time?
Trying to think about that because I don't think that people actively resist scrying.
If you know that somebody's scrying on you, you can
The
you can
problem is
forgo it.
the problem is though, like I think it just happens naturally, and even if you
It's a
did know it
passive
was
wisdom
happening, I'm sure people scry on him constantly.
Right.
I cannot guarantee such things. In fact, I'm what you call off the grid for the moment, and my absence will soon be noticed. So I must be going.
Thank you
Yes.
for coming so soon.
Be safe.
Friendly tones, refreshing. And with that, he's gone.
Get some rest.
Maybe it's what happens when you help us.
Yeah. All right.
I will say, Tora, you would recognize this woman that has appeared before you as the ruler of the Winter Court.
No, lovely. Not my court, don't care. I'm joking.
Oh, yes.
I'm joking.
That's so real.
I'm joking.
A very large boulder just falls off the castle and lands on Tora.
What a shame. New character tonight.
Had Aspen ever directly interacted with Iridia while he was alive?
Yeah, both she and the Lord of the Summer Court appeared before you and Astra at the temple of Kresna once. Of Nima, sorry.
Yeah. All right.
I'm sorry. It appears my manners have left me while I've been gone.
Well, why don't we bring you inside? You can wash up, get some food, and we'll see if is there some way we can help with your hand?
If
Come morning.
you give me some... Oh, yes. I don't have the spell prepared, and neither does Calder.
From
but
the
yes,
bridge.
come morning.
An eye will appear like half up from it. Is this a new snack for me?
No.
No treat.
No treat.
Treat? No treat.
Treat.
But
No
I,
treat.
but I saw a small goblin girl in the castle.
She's a child now.
A sister. Lovely.
Yes.
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 And he'll disappear back.
Don't eat your sister.
We can't make new bargains without making an extension on the deal.
Aspen looks at Iridia. Don't worry of your manners. The Coven has done a lot and changed a lot about many people. You know, appearing in front of her in his very changed state than the last time she saw him.
I can't hear my brother anymore.
No.
Your brother.
She's referring to the Lord of the Summer Court.
Yeah.
He is no more.
I see.
The Summer Court was laid to waste, from what I've been told.
I would like to sleep.
We can show you a bit.
Will
We'll lead her inside. And
the wards
We'll
allow
call-
her in?
If you so allow it.
Okay.
All they need is one permission from one of you. As lords of the keep, but once they have it, they have it. So you all lead her back inside. At this point, it's in the late evening, as much has happened in the last 24 hours.
Shit, yeah.
And it's time for y'all to lay down to rest, I believe.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
assume we all have separate rooms.
You do. You all have your
Yeah.
separate rooms, all to your liking and your preference.
Galders has like stars all over it, and he's like, "Who stayed here last?"
Casimir, out of a sense of caution, will do a solo watch for the first bit of the night, just checking on them.
You have guards. Why do you need a?
Just
Guards can be bought.
He seems a little nervous, so he'll stay up late and just check on people in the early parts of the night for like a regular watch before
Okay.
getting tired and setting off on his own.
Yeah. Zul would also have. He's got something. He's actually gonna go to the armory and deposit a few light crossbows that he has in his inventory. He's just gonna like extra weaponry.
Okay.
There's 3 light crossbows that he's gonna donate to the cause. Note it down. 3 light crossbows. I'm sure it's gonna help. It'll make all the difference.
Okay.
For the first part of the night, Mordecai's also gonna go back to meditating with his wand.
Guys are just gonna look in on that then. You know, time expended doesn't make things work better. He moves on. Actually, that's exactly how magic works. Study, but be careful.
The wand is being resistant, enjoying suffering when it happens around you, but other than that, it remains eerily quiet.
So did it giggle when Galder drew a card?
I'll say yeah. You got a small sense of satisfaction.
I was like, "Ooh."
Okay.
All right, so you all wake up bright and early. The sound of the city before you. What, if I may, you now have a settlement of which you live. This is a city within the kingdom of Rivermore.
Ooh.
Is there any name that you would like to name your city, as you have drawn people that you have come across throughout your travels here? Shops have been set up. People have began to settle here and make their livelihoods here, bring their families here, with you as their lords.
I
Or
think
liege
it's. I think this is the Seeker's Rest.
That is amazing.
Yes.
I love that.
I like it.
That's the Seeker's. It's the Seeker's Rest. That's the name of the place.
Yeah. Seeker's Rest in the middle is Keeper's Keep.
Keeper McKeeper face.
Keeper face.
Yeah,
Bonus face.
the inner city is the Keeper's Keep.
Okay, yeah. Officially, the airship is going to be the astral ship is called Bodie McBoatface.
As you wake up and you're eating
We'll get there.
as you wake up and you're eating your breakfast, Silas is
Workshopping it.
holding up a basically a logbook of all the stuff that's happening for the day. The potion shop has sent some things for you to prepare for your journey. We have about 30 days worth of rations upon your ship that should last you the journey, and I have gone to the liberty of hiring I believe his name is Pearlback, for the journey as well, and a number of capable crew members.
The captain of the ship we sunk, or were sunken in. The first time. I wasn't here for the second one.
Is he still alive? I think he is.
Yeah, he got captured.
Yes. Rufus Pearlback is still alive. Total man.
Cool.
There's also a number of crew members I've hired as well, but of course he is not the captain of the ship. All of you are its leaders. Among the potions that we have gone and purchased through the potion shop, you'll find 6 superior potions of healing, and a number of 12 greater potions of healing. Using the
superior
treasury
one,
under direction of the queen.
Nice.
Also, a dwarf by the name of Kragan has supplied the ship with its armor and reinforcements with his crew as well. And he goes on about like the crops coming in for the fall harvest to prepare for the winter. How a number of farmers and basically wheat stores have been built up, that sort of thing. I believe that if we were to face a war in the winter, it could be quite devastating, but we are preparing for it and reinforcing the keep in case the last stand is made here.
Okay.
Is there anything you ask of me before I continue about my daily duties?
You sent word to the circle, correct?
I did. They are aware of the situation, and the Queen herself shall be here this afternoon to see you off.
Good. Will the War Council be gathering today before our departure? Or
I do not
only...
believe so.
Has the Queen been made aware of what we realized, or do you not know what we're talking about?
I'm fully aware of the situation, and she has been made aware of the situation.
Good. It's unfortunate. Glad that you're on top of it, just the situation.
Your praise is too much for my ears, Lord.
We appreciate everything that you do.
His head explodes.
He'll just nod his head. Well,
Then
there's
we all
nothing else.
stab him at once.
Okay.
At two, Casimir.
Make the same joke.
Zol's got a few things he wants to take care of in this morning. Just out amongst the craftsmen, artisans, blacksmiths. Are we kind of do you think we might skip through the morning, or what do you think?
Unless there's anything specific you would like to RP out, we can go ahead and gloss over everything.
1 million arrows.
This is your last chance to do whatever you need to do before you're on a ship. And we all know how well you guys are with ships.
What was his name you were just talking to?
There is
Or
one
did he
last
not?
thing I forgot to mention.
Oh.
It appears that one of the repurposed materials for the ship has something attached to it. A spirit. It is not harmful, but it is quite chatty.
Oh, we should probably check on that. Huh? Come on, guys. Or is this a thing for later?
It's probably a thing for later.
Okay. Is it like it's just a chatty spirit? Did it give a name?
It has not.
All right, fine.
It can't be that chatty then.
I mean, do we want to find out as we go?
I think that would be funnier.
If they
Listen,
say it's not
like-
harmful, there's no reason to stress about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I did hear a story about like you guys on an airship and like ghosts, so I was wondering.
I don't know anything about that.
No.
I do remember that.
Yeah. I mean, it's still better than. It sounds slightly better than Down's story about, falling off an airship, but his landing was cool. So.
I do have a request before we set off. If you could you send word to a man named Kragan? He's a blacksmith at first. I understand that things
He's
are
in your city.
a little. Oh, is he in the city? Did he move here?
He's armored your ship and supplied his
Yeah.
weapons.
Shit.
Send a message to the
Our
man
guy. Yeah, he's our guy. It's okay. No.
as he walks
Let's talk to him.
past.
Let's go see him.
Actually, yeah. But I need to do that. I need to stock up.
Yeah, let's go see him. So,
Are-
like, Zol's going with you. He's got some things he wants to do.
I'm sorry, honestly, like I love the canon of like Revelers like just like
Heavily
completely out of it
concussed.
right now. He's got through his arc and like literally Kragen's walking past. He's like, oh, we need to send a message to Kragen.
You can go see him. He has set up his new workshop in the lower part of the city. One last thing, if I may. Must we keep the goblin girl? Marigold is quite clumsy.
I trust that you will be able to make her into an exemplary member of the Seekers. She is officially a junior Seeker in training.
She is a child.
Maybe she can kill me when I die.
Listen, she's delightful, and I don't want her to live on the street.
As you wish, my lord.
Hey, Goldar,
Oh yes.
Goggerma, we haven't talked to him.
Yes, that was my plan for the morning.
Okay, let's go.
So who's gonna go see Kragen?
Goldar, Casper, let's go.
And
who's
I'll
gonna go
wave
see
to anyone else in the
Gargama?
party who wants to go see a blacksmith.
Oh,
So-
4 of us.
So
5 and 6 of us.
everybody except for 2 you're gonna go see Garguma. The other 2 are going to go see Kragen. So we're gonna start with Kragen because they are asked first.
Sure.
You guys make your way to the lower part of the city where the city looks really nice. Fortifications are being made for defenses in case something were to happen. A stone wall that seems to have conjured out of existence, thank you to Lord Minorialis, surrounds the city in multiple parts, offering kind of this separation as the farmlands is sprawled out as far as the eye can see. In the lower part of the city, you enter in, and Kragen is currently hammering away at a piece of metal as a smaller dwarf, this appears to be a young dwarven child, is working at the bellows.
Kragen, hello.
Oh, hello, Master Zulkifli. It is good to see you.
Good, yes. You have good work on this ship. Thank you.
Oh, I
We are
appreciate
going-
it. He's gonna take his goggles off. The soot is just everywhere except for his eyes, giving him kind of like a raccoon look.
We are going soon, but we hope to have stock from you before we go.
All right. What does it you want?
Revelo, you have something for us?
Wait, let me see. Do it. How much ammo do I have, just in case as a backup? I could probably do with some more ammo, maybe some more gunpowder, if he has it available.
All right. Anything else?
You have gunpowder.
A little bit.
I want to make something. I think maybe you can help me. He brings out his arrows. He's got several spare arrows.
All right.
Can you take these arrows like this, but with hollow inside, so I can put gunpowder, because I want to make it boom explode when I attack.
All right. Well, you see, the problem with that is an arrow curves as it flies through the air, right? Putting the gunpowder in the arrowhead would make it heavy, and so it'd be a little bit harder to fire. Essentially saying that if such an arrow were to be created, there is a chance that it would be heavy to where like using it would be a shot with disadvantage versus advantage due to it being weighted on the front. Arrows required a sort of balance.
Can you think of somehow a way to make this work? And if not, a hollow inside, and
Don't forget, Zul, you're gonna need some ammo too. Now that you got that fancy piece of yours.
Oh.
I mean, I'm not so much of a magic caster. You might be able to find someone who could give you enchanted arrows of some sort. But they're gonna be mighty expensive, and enchantments take a while.
Magic. Okay.
But I can make some arrows for you. They're just gonna be a little more dangerous and volatile.
Yeah, special arrows.
You want them to go boom?
Yeah. What do you have?
All right, well, give me a few hours. And how much ammo and gunpowder are you trying to buy there, Revelor?
Let me see. I'll buy 20 more bullets and how much gunpowder do I have left? I'll just say a horn of another horn of gunpowder.
Okay, so use the guide prices to buy this, if you would, for me.
Cool. Let's see, that's... Man, I have to... Okay, so
he has a few hours to make these arrows. He can make you 10 arrows.
40 gold.
10 explosive arrows. These arrows will do 1d8.
Okay.
Force damage and 1d8 fire damage upon hit. But they are fired with disadvantage.
Okay.
They also
1d8.
do the 1d8 force damage is doubled against objects.
Okay. Did you say it was 1d4 fire?
1d8 for both.
1d8 force. Okay, awesome. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, apart from that, he will also buy some bullets for this gun. I want to check on what the gun is. I don't think we quite settled on what it was. What did I get from you?
Wasn't that pepper
Lord.
box? I thought it was a pepper
Was
box.
it a pepper box?
I thought it was just a regular pistol. So it's a little
Was it
one-shot flintlock.
Oh, it was a flintlock? Okay.
Yeah.
Pistol.
I've just been using the pistol from Exandria since it already has bullets that match with it and just makes it that much easier.
There is no Exandria.
Well, in terms of game source books.
I know.
Okay, so it has 4 shots. Is that the one? Is the Xander pistol?
Does it have 4 shots?
Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Oh, shit. Never mind. Anyway.
Meanwhile, back at the keep, you guys head down to the dungeons where there is a large magical and alchemical lab that has been conjured within your keep.
Well, I'm
A undead robed figure that you recognize to have the crown kind of like glowing upon its head is currently working, holding up some bottles while watching it as a liquid swirls within them. Without turning around, I see that you have found my lab I have set up within your keep. I
Yes.
assume
Did you?
it's not an issue.
Not at all.
Good.
Discussion for a later day. You get some visitors? They didn't, kill them or anything.
They were noisy and acted like members of a fan club.
You kind of are legendary to Masters of the Arcane.
I am well aware of my status amongst the magic casters of this world and worlds beyond.
Ah.
Speak plainly. What do you seek here?
Mainly, I just wanted to see how you were getting on down here. I heard that there was a lab set up, so I wanted to check it out.
Quite well. You hear a like metal shaking and a roar from behind a curtain, in his slab.
What's that?
Pay no mind to what's behind the curtain.
Hmm. We'll pay a little bit of mind to it because this is our keep, but
It's well contained within the
right.
circles I have drawn.
This is fine.
If
This is fine.
there's anyone I trust to keep something contained with magic, it is you. So
What is contained?
Let's
Something.
not. He said, "Don't pay it any
Yep.
mind.
doesn't matter.
Don't want to pry too much." Yeah, mostly we were just
What
checking
is
to
a
see how you are.
project?
We are about to head out for some time, so you will not sense us on this plane, at least for the next day.
I wish you a fair journey.
Thank you.
Are you aware of the true nature of Adagora?
Information was not relevant at the time.
But that's fair.
We seek the final tool that we need to stop the Coven.
The blessed seed.
A wise decision. It would do well against the diseased one.
Indeed. So, if you need anything, I'm sure you will get a visit from at least Minorialis. Try not to turn him into, an insect if you can manage it.
He is already an insect by my views of this world.
You're 100% correct.
Yeah, I say I kind of walked into that one.
Can you create potions?
At this point, his head will turn without his body turning with it. It is something I am capable of. The sockets of the skull glowing with an intense green flame deep within.
You can see physical the urge of me not slaying it. Like,
I
wait a
sense
minute.
your hostility.
No, just checking in. This is not glorious if I slay you. No, does not make sense.
Your
Your
death
friend.
would not be glorious. It would be painful and drawn out.
I see dragon talk here.
Yeah. Putak, maybe if you're going to ask somebody for a favor, bring down the hostility like a old.
Come on, I've seen this guy first time he goes around, he scares me at the moment. Like, we just encountered huge army of undead. Now these kind of, like, come on, give me second to adjust.
Do I
I mean-
frighten you, Goliath? There's
No,
no
not
need to
right.
be
It was more
afraid.
of a was more of short jump scare.
I mean, you are by your nature somewhat terrifying, the power that you contain, so.
I believe you are wasting time. What
Yes.
is it you want?
Okay. Short version. I did kind of encounter Adagora and whatever she did with the whole big thing she had there. That was quite fiery. I do not want my ass to be burned again.
Afraid of fire?
No, those are just some wounds that do not heal well and take forever.
And if I were to help with this, what would I get in return?
I'm not sure. Depends on what you need. Like, as we just said, we're on our way out. I don't know if I can actually organize something for you.
You could probably use your eternal service. Your soul, your body, after, we're finished all this,
No, I'm not selling my soul for something against fire.
Maybe an arm?
Why would he need one of my... I do need my... What are you bargaining about?
You're not coming with any options. I'm putting stuff on the table.
That's why I asked, what do you need?
You are a warrior. I see many falling from your blade. He's going to hand you two things. The first thing is going to be a small gold ring with a red gem in it. This is a ring of fire resistance.
Okay, cool.
Which is a rare magic item. It's worth a few thousand gold at least.
Oh my god. Exactly what we need.
And he's also going to hand you a very ornate hourglass that kind of has like this green sand hovering within, like suspended in its free fall from within. It is made of this black metal with diamonds and onyx gemstones laid into it. On both sides, supporting the glass itself, are two spiraling dragons, one alive and one dead and skeletal. Just carry this on your person as you continue on your journey. It's not cursed.
This seems quite ornate and pretty. How breakable is it? Like,
It's quite
not that I want to
resilient.
break it on... Say that again, please.
He'll look at Casimir and Galder,
It's quite resilient.
and no prying on its nature.
Understood.
Yep.
I'll hand both hands forward. That seems like a pretty good deal. How long should I be carrying this?
Return it when you come back.
I'm assuming your price is carrying that, Putak.
Yeah, that's the point. That's what I understood.
Yes. You will gift the glory of your kills. Seems like a noble cause. We have your...
Dude.
Yeah, seems like a price that we can't delve into, but you do get what you asked for.
I highly encourage you to visit the astral elves while you're on your journey.
It was part of the plan. I have things to ask of them.
Wonderful.
As I just said, I take both.
We will, of course, hopefully, we are moving into the final stage, only a few places left to visit. We believe that our final encounter with Atagoro will be at the Mother's Cradle. Things are
Be
moving
careful.
quickly.
I made two mace guide you.
And you.
And just to speak it out loud, I'll put on the ring and I'll fix the hourglass because it's pretty on my belt, so it's open and it's visible. Whoever asks.
And it burrows into your chest. Here.
And the sands begin to flow.
Are they like ticking down slowly?
It appears
Anyone
to be
else?
going down, but the sand in the top is not lessening in volume.
Yeah. Hmm.
Just this green sand.
Thank you for your assistance again.
Is there anything
Anyone
else that
else?
anyone would like to do or say? Or
Or
No.
Mordecai? Mordecai's just staring at his wand again.
Actually, Mordecai will ask him if he knows about the wand. Does he know what it does even. This one called to me, but I still don't really.
It needs to feed. I am not one that has pursued much in demonology, but there are some that are rather keen to it.
Yes, the Black Order and your double leg. You've taken up enough of your time. I'm sure you have much to prepare.
Shall my experiments go well, I may have more for you when you return.
Of course.
Thank you.
Best of luck. May Tumas be with you. Esmer
Good
walks
luck, Esmer.
out. He looks conflicted.
Caller's gonna full bow to Gargamel. So much be with you.
So, as the party reconvenes in the Great Hall, you will be joined by Rabia Athelrin, Queen of Rivermore.
Take a knee.
Yeah.
Rise.
Your Majesty.
She'll go up to the dais and sit on this one of your guys' thrones, the one that's most center, as you're sitting at the tables. Her purple and black clothes and cloak kind of flowing as she sits down, her crown resting upon her head. So, my daughter and heir is a traitor to the kingdom.
Regretfully.
She did this to help herself and her child. She said if we fail, then there's no more magic, and she needs magic to survive. So, she is with Atigora.
Always foolhardy she has been. I've tried to. I can do one of two things. I can run the kingdom, or I can parent my daughter. Not both.
It is my fault.
I am not one
It's
for
my-
pointing fingers or assigning blame, Zolkifli, and you'd be wise to not do it either. People outside the influence of Destiny herself are all responsible for their own actions. But there is something, as far as meddling goes, that I am concerned with. Based off the information that you all have given the council that has found its way back to me, it is evident that the celestial beings that seem to preside over mortal affairs these days are not to be trusted.
That is the running theory, yes.
So, the question there lies in what I just said. As long as we are in this keep, they cannot spy in on this conversation. How much
Yes.
do you trust the gods? And what do you tell them when they appear before you again and they find out that you're trying to protect what they imprisoned?
Well,
Some would say for their own selfish use, some would say for the betterment of mortal kind.
well, there's very few of us who even, I think, pray to a god. One of our clerics worships a god who's already dead.
Did that burn a little bit?
More than a bit.
Did you suspect this, Your Majesty? Was this the lie of creation is as old as, well,
Over the
creation.
many years that I have been alive, I have noticed holes or inconsistencies in the stories that have been told. Classic trope of good versus evil. Good prevails, evil is vanquished.
It's never that simple.
Rarely is.
What do we tell the God that appears before us?
Depends on which god.
That shouldn't come into question. I believe that none of them are to be trusted.
We can't reveal our plan. Even it hurts. But the gods are very distracted right now. I don't know if they have much time to seek us out.
I have a better question. What do you do when they try to stop you?
Well, there's only one tool that can stop a god,
That we
and
know.
using it.
We need the spear.
Atagora herself will be as difficult to stop as any of the gods. She cannot be killed. So that's the question, is if what we seek to stop Atagora will assist us in holding off the gods. Blood magic, a ritual that can only be found in Lokifli's home. There might be more answers there.
We've watched a god die.
Yes, but the Spear of Skade would kill any of us who tried to wield it.
Would it?
It would.
And who told you that?
The gods.
Exactly.
Perhaps while you are gone, I should meet with the current leaders of Cielnor. The Paragons could be seen as zealots of the gods, but they're not unwise.
Speaking of the Paragons, one of them is with your daughter.
So I've been told, based off of your intelligence.
Well, if you could bring them here to discuss, at least it would be a private location for your discussion, unless you have similar means to suppress prying eyes and Cielnor.
Well, she'll stand up from the throne. We have much to consider, and you will have time to discuss on your ship, but it is time that you all get going on your journey.
We will try to save your daughter, betray her or not. Betrayal doesn't mean you're beyond redemption.
Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee her life without knowing the extent of her betrayal. Time will have to tell us that. Treason is a very high crime.
Seems like the same question we ask of the gods, doesn't it?
Well then, let us go to the ship. And that is where we're going to take our mid-session break, everybody.
Yeah.
So, everybody, we'll be back here momentarily as we're going to take this time to freshen up, get some snacks, and we'll see you all momentarily. If you're just now joining us and wondering who the heck all these people are,
let's go in alphabetical order and introduce ourselves. Or better yet, you could just watch us from the beginning. On YouTube, we've got all our episodes of Campaign 2 from Episode 1, all archived there. Also, we've got that from Campaign 2. Most of Campaign 2. The good stuff. The stuff with me in it. Yeah, you can also find all of our episodes wherever it is you get your podcasts. Whispering to you gently into the night as you sweetly sweep off into Morpheus's embrace. And if you happen to be experiencing us that way, well, you could have caught us live last week on Twitch. I believe that's what it's still called, right? Twitch. It hasn't had its name changed to like X or something. No. Okay. No, we're good. Twitch. That's right. Catch us if you can.
We will outrun you.
We will try. Some of us will trip with our low saving throws.
-3
right.
next save.
If you're watching us on YouTube, we are already a week ahead of you. That's how far we went.
Yeah, and if you're watching us in YouTube 10,000 years from now, tell us how things are going.
and with that, we'll be back in about 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah,
See y'all
Stick
real
with that.
soon.
That's how you tell us. See ya.
And welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back, everyone.
So,
I gotta do it less often. It's not surprising.
indeed. Okay. You all are led down to the subterranean ship yard, is what we'll call it, where this extra dimensional capable ship has been built. Well, the queen will say, her hands together as she turns back towards you. I wish you the best of luck on your journey.
Who you understand.
And when you return, we will talk about how you invited a very powerful necromancer within my kingdom borders.
Yeah.
No need to discuss now.
It's fine.
Yes, fire magic. Then, yes, necromancy illegal in your borders. He's a powerful ally who may help us accomplish these goals. Sort of a deal with your mistakes later once the world is saved kind of deal.
Well, if it isn't the Seekers, it's been a while since I've seen you. As Uthis Proback walks up to all of you. Old turtle with wrinkles upon his face, his shell's chipped and unpolished in many places, a few barnacles growing here and there.
Is he a Galapagos turtle?
He is not. He is a different type of turtle. I'm not familiar with turtles.
Very glad to see you, as well as many capable seamen.
Well, I suppose they could be called a airmen now, or spicemen, or astralmen.
Astral seaman.
Astral seaman?
Capable astral seamen, yes.
Well, I believe it's time to take off.
Okay.
All right, well, if everyone can go ahead and board the ship, I would appreciate it.
Any tips for what we do while in flight, hands inside the ship? Astral travel is different than normal travel, right?
Well, if you would be quiet, I could explain how this works. He'll start to walk up. He's not walking, he's levitating up the ramp of the ship.
Just showing that off.
He just always lives levitating.
Yeah,
What?
If you're on his back.
just like the Lich. This is the true body of the Lich.
Well, as you can see, we have our arcane sails that the ship uses to propel itself forward using the magical helm that I have created over the time that you've been gone that allows this ship to pierce through the veil between dimensions and puts us out to the astral sea. You may be wondering, well, why was the ship built underground? We are able to basically teleport from here, one could say, for simplicity's sake. So the helm creates a gate in front of us and we move through the gate to access the astral plane. However, we must use the wormholes within the plane to of the astral sea to access other planes from there.
Makes sense.
See? Okay.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it makes sense to me.
From there, we have this, and he'll kind of like, as he goes to the ship into the main cabin of, or one could say, a captain's quarters, your guys' meeting room, that sort of thing. Your for lack of better words, we'll call it the war room or the tactical room.
Okay.
There's an orb, crystal, and it's how it's shaped, and he'll tap it, and a magical illusion will appear before you that's projecting the ship, and there's like little dots around it. This here will be our guide to the number of anomalies throughout the astral sea. It is a plane connecting many planes together. All the planes are connected through it. However, that does mean it can be quite dangerous and inhabited. Sorry, I said habited by a number of people, things, and monsters alike.
We have to find the elves. Astral elves.
Absolutely, I agree with that statement, and we'll be able to find them once we're on the ship and out at the astral sea.
It'll be much easier once we're there.
How do we breathe when we're in the astral sea?
Have no fear, and
Right.
in this room towards the back is this massive metal engine. This here is your helm. It can be used, and there's a throne of which someone would sit. I will be sitting here and guiding the ship, watching the images projected for me to steer towards.
So if this breaks, we're dead.
If this breaks, we're all dead.
There's no backup.
There's no backup.
Okay. Awesome.
And
So
indeed, it
protected
will
with
be a
your life.
wonderful death.
Hmm.
In the event of emergency, please find your closest exits or wizard who can cast the air bubble spell.
And look over at Casimir. You did prepare that, correct?
Just to clarify, is it just a scroll or was I able to transcribe it?
You transcribed it. I just gave you the spell for free. Basically,
Okay,
he allowed
cool.
you to copy it down. You should
Yeah.
have it prepared.
Yeah,
And you
I'll have
actually
done
can
that.
add to your spell list. It's a real spell.
Yeah, my brain.
Alright. Good. That's good.
You already
Okay.
know Uthas Pearlback. He will be your quartermaster, taking care of rations and whatever goods you may acquire on this journey to sell back at the Seeker's Rest.
Are there pirates out in astral sea?
I don't know. I've never been. This whole thing might not work.
Let's assume it does.
Mm.
On that note, very quickly, Mordecai will cast Death Ward on himself and Casimir. You know, worst case, Casimir can't die because we need to breathe. So, I'll twin spell cast Death Ward on myself and Casimir.
All right,
You know.
everyone. I suggest you head out to the deck of the ship. This is gonna be quite a ride.
I'm excited. And as
Okay.
we're walking out, I'm gonna pat Pudak on the shoulder. And if Pudak is willing, I'm going to create the Ring of Amity's bond with you. Which is the ring I got from Zulkifli that like any healing any healing done to me is also done to you, and I can also give you a crit.
Does that healing work both ways?
No.
And does that healing double if both Pudak and Galder are targeted
Yes.
by the same
Because
heal spell?
if he was targeted and then I was targeted, he is effectively targeted again from the ring. So he basically gets any benefits from the spell that I get.
Okay.
On top of whatever, yeah.
All right,
Okay.
everybody.
I'll slap in and
Prepare
have the
for my countdown.
Right.
Everyone strap in.
We'll sit down in the throne. The sails become unfurled, kind of this like magic veil as they unfold both ways. Kind of like this blue veil of sparkling light almost. As he sits on the throne, you'll see him like kind of strap himself in, and it'll start to power up with this like soft blue glow, slowly getting more noisy as it continues.
It's very cool.
All right, 10, 9.
Husband's gonna grab onto like an oh shit handle.
Casimir kind of walks up and
Hey,
like,
wake up!
No one! And it
Oh,
launches.
shit!
he was still counting while he was asleep.
He was counting
The,
sheep.
the ship will lurch forward as it goes. You expect to hit the cavern wall as it continues on its path, but a gate will open up and the ship will go right through it, and in a flash of light you guys find yourself among the cosmos. In the distance, stars sparkling, a number of land masses and things are floating off in the distance all around you, and the light of many suns shine. It worked. That's really
work.
I forgot to say my prayers before I went.
Don't worry, I said enough for the both of us.
So long as you were confident in yourself.
Zul's just looking over the edge of the boat at the stars below the boat. Trying to get his head around it.
I'm looking up.
If only Astra were here to see this.
Which way is up around here?
Well, let me show you, and the ship will do a 180, and you guys do not lose your footing. It's wherever
Holy
I say it is.
What?
Okay.
Also, Casimir, during this journey, can I copy that air bubble spell from your spellbook?
It's already in my. Oh,
Well, can
oh,
I copy
yeah.
it from? Yeah, all right.
I mean,
Excellent.
you know, just be gentle. Touching on another, man's spell book is a very intimate process.
That's why I asked you first.
Okay. Yeah,
Consent.
Let's sit. This is different consent. So we're gonna head down to our quotas, and we're gonna,
We're gonna get real intimate.
yeah, we're gonna touch spell books. Is it like like you touch the two spell books together and it just you share?
No, you have to intertwine the pages.
But you're kind of like looking at the astral skies all around you, and you're like leaning back on the main. What was that?
What the hell?
The main mast. As you do so, and you hear a voice. Ah! 'Ah! 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 '
What?
Me?
Dustor. Yeah, I'm talking to you, and you look up and you see like this figure half sticking out of the mast. It is a elvish man, dressed in some sort of ragtag sailor's clothing. As he's like spectral and looking down at you. No.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't realize the masks were so well. I knew they were important, but like.
He'll shrink
I
back into
can't-
the mask, come out, and start to walk out onto the deck. You'll see here, I was once the well-distinguished captain of my own ship, and as all captains do, I went down with it. The year was... And I was
17.
on the ship, and we were out at sea during a stormy night that seemed to be summoned out of nowhere. And there it was. All manner of tentacles rose out of the water and racked us down and brought my ship down with it. A roar and teeth and lightning struck down. They say struck down. It struck down a lot. One after another, my sailors were lost to the sea, tossed overboard into the toothy maw of this beast. And as my ship was devoured, I drew out my saber and drove it straight into the creature's gullet. But I was already lost. And both the creature and my ship went down into the murky depths.
That's pretty
So you died?
interesting.
And then I died.
And now you're here. You're the ghost that we got told about.
Ghost is a sensitive word. Okay,
Sorry, the
I
spectral
can call
thing.
myself a ghost,
The
but I don't want you to say that word.
Okay, sorry. What would you
Spirit?
rather be called? What's your name?
My name is Captain
Captain.
Salt Breath. At
Pleasant.
least that is what my sailors called me from the vast amounts of seawater I was able to drink.
Just why? The fresh one.
You must have very strong kidneys, or had.
The strongest ones you've ever seen. If you were my doctor.
Me and my friends here, well, some of them experienced something similar, and we lived.
My friends and I expected something similar. I mean, yeah. Well, good for you.
I mean, I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
think we faced like giant tentacles. That sounded like a mighty,
The mightiest!
horror that sunk
Horrorist.
the great captain, and you have lingered to tell your tale. Now in the greatest sea, the astral sea.
The last
sea.
frontier. You shall be my first mate.
Excellent. I will.
Wait, Casimir, come back. We were being intimate.
Right. Sorry, I got distracted. This is amazing.
Yes,
This
your
was
first
not
mate
the-
is
this-
busy being intimate with
This is
somebody.
not the Mass Effect I expected.
Ah, yes, the sailor's way.
I thought the
you
sailor's way
just-
was to fail.
Are you just gonna chill on the ship the entire time? Or can you leave the ship?
Captain never abandons his ship, young sailor.
Very
I believe he's physically bound to a piece.
One could say
a
that,
mast.
indeed.
well.
It's less poetic, for sure.
I'll hold out a hand to shake his hand.
He'll go to shake and we'll pass right through him. Still getting used to that. I'll get it eventually.
One day.
Anyway, I'll see you around. I'm gonna go back into the mast of the reclaimed part of his sunken ship.
Why did we use that part of a ship?
It
We don't
was
just
the
build it.
type of wood it was made from, allowed it to very rare and expensive material that we just so happened to find washed up on the shore. It was able to
What type of
withstand the
wood?
force of the sails. It's the same kind of wood that you can find in your keep.
Oh,
However, we decided it was best not to cut down that tree.
oh yes, I'd be very, very unhappy if you cut down that tree. Very wise decision.
I am pretty wise.
I can tell.
like that just killed him.
Yeah.
So insane. From here, from what I gather, you do this specific incantation. You have to do this particular movement, but this portion here said something about farting, and I don't think that was part of it. So,
Nope.
you know,
Dragonborns don't fart. You know that, right?
I mean,
Can you-
do you not? Do you have like?
Why? What are you doing here, Mordecai?
I
My
mean,
bad.
what do you
Likes to
mean?
watch.
No, like,
Like,
Dragonborns do not fart.
is
We
it-
just burp. That's it.
Okay. Do you have a butthole or a cloaca?
Anyway, you
Not
guys
answering that.
sailed for 3 days. 3 days.
3 whole days.
And that wasn't Mordecai in the room. That was me personally in the room.
That was Caleb.
Have we in our 3 days, have we seen anything interesting wandering through the astral sea?
You
Any
notice these
old
giant
creatures?
whale-looking creatures almost.
Sperm whales.
No.
They're not sperm whales.
That was a very quick no.
They are called Kendori.
Can they?
Hmm. Beautiful creatures.
Why? Why do you do this every time?
Yes, Dory can.
Does the captain, the ghost captain, or the spectral captain, sorry, have any words of wisdom about these massive creatures?
Ah, whales of the astral sea. Beautiful, elegant, magical. I have no idea what they are, but I shall form or write a haiku in their honor.
Notice that their eyes glow. It's very beautiful.
I'm gonna assume that Casimir and Galder would probably talk about what they know of the astral sea to see if, like, is there anything interesting we would know about challenges here outside of air breathing from our studies, or
Make an Arcana check. And you're
Just
wondering what you would know from your studies regarding the astral sea?
yeah, but the astral sea, like, challenges for survival, basically. From an arcana,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah, sure.
Yeah. Let's see what we
Well,
got.
I'm helping you. So.
Yeah, that's 23.
23.
Astral Sea 101, how not to die.
So the number one thing is making sure, like, the center of gravity is always down the middle of the horizontal plane of your ship. So if you were to walk along the hull of the ship, you can technically be standing on the bottom of it and still have your center of gravity about you. So that's number one. Number two is that outside land masses, and because there are land masses floating about where civilizations have kind of began to form settlements, that sort of thing, of various, one could say, not unfamiliar races, we'll say that. Air is not very common here. There are also a number of magical otherworldly creatures that threaten the safety of travelers throughout the astral sea. The number one danger would be things that are capable of attacking astral walkers, people who enter the astral plane through magical means overall. And that's really all you would know at this point.
Interesting. Didn't know that bit about the astral walkers. That's kind of fascinating.
It was sort of revealed to me in a vision before this.
See, like, it's so strange, you know, being like, I know you do a little wizard stuff, but, like, you know, everything I know I've learned from generally books.
And most of the things that I know have either been revealed to me or I've studied.
It's a weird combination.
It is.
Yeah, it's like God telling you things and hard work on the side.
Yeah, so it's I can't have everything ended to me.
Pretty Kendori, majestic in all nature.
Yeah, they are
Drink
pretty.
more seawater. Thank you.
Oh, just the ghost captain that you were speaking to above deck.
Would think that as a bard you could appreciate a proper poem,
It was beautiful.
just like my ship.
The one
Nima
that's
rested her soul. I named her after my wife.
what happened to your wife?
I don't know, but she had a large hole. Just like my ship.
What?
He basically says he has a hull. She had a large ass. Just like his ship.
Okay. Yeah. Transporting a lot of cargo in behind.
The most.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
It's at this point you guys hear a very soft, dull roar in your ears, almost like it's being whispered. Now you all hear that?
Yep.
Just
Do I? What do I hear? What's the whisper saying?
It was just a very soft, dull roar, like it was being whispered in your ear, but it was equal volume to all.
Is that like something? Is there
a direction, or is it just in our ear?
Just all around.
Oh gosh.
Keep your eyes about you.
All right. Everyone pick a spot to study.
I'll look out on the port side.
So the ship has a center of gravity, so we can walk around it, right? Even while in motion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Casimir is gonna walk to the bottom of the ship and look from down there.
All right, I need a perception check from Casimir.
So excited about that. It's gonna be a terrible perception check. 13.
13. Okay. Anybody
That's not
else
bad, actually.
looking from anywhere?
I'm gonna just go stand on the what's the thing that like sticks off the front? The
Helm.
Helm.
yeah. Or like the
masthead? No, the figurehead.
yeah.
You can say
It-
it.
Stern. Is it called the stern?
I don't know.
Hey, Sailor Man.
The bowsprit,
There it is.
or
Okay.
the jib boom. Actually, sorry, the very tip of it, because it's
Alright.
like simply 2 parts. Anyway,
Whatever that means.
That's what our
I'm
tax
standing
dollars are
there.
paying for. Anyway,
You have to yell I'm the king of the world though if you're up there. Just be aware.
I'm the king of the astral sea.
I need a perception check from you, please.
All right.
Does the ship have a spinnaker? That's what I want to know. What does a spinnaker on an astral ship looks like? That's
Hopefully.
so cool.
15.
Magical. Anyway, I don't know the spinnakers. 18. Okay. Anybody else looking from anywhere? Anybody else want to try to do perception?
I'm
Hudak?
on deck, but I'm absolutely going.
No,
Yeah, same. I'm like on deck the last few days. Like, yeah, this is all new shit. I am so close to stars.
Yeah.
I'm just looking around, and then now sound is happening. So I'll look for sound.
can I try climbing
Well,
up to,
7.
like the mast?
You said
and do one-
27?
Apparently, we're all rolling. Okay,
I got a 23 myself. Yeah, let's all roll.
let's all roll at least once.
Askin, in the distance, you see another ship. Bright colors, sails that have holes in them,
oh, no.
painted in a brilliant way, but it just seems to be drifting. No lights or movement on it.
Aspen will point it out.
I'm sure that's not concerning at all. We should just keep going.
I believe we should probably avoid it.
Ezra walks from the bottom of the ship.
Maybe there are people that need help.
We don't have time.
There could also be treasure on this ship.
Damn it.
Treasure of
Wait.
otherworldly nature.
You son of
Yeah.
a bitch, you got me there.
Minerals
imagine-
unseen in our own world. Riches beyond our wildest dreams.
Now, a dead ghost ship wouldn't normally make an otherworldly rumbling in our heads, right?
No.
You
Not
hear
that I
the
know of.
voices too?
Yes, we do.
Not the same kind of voices you hear.
Oh, these ones aren't telling you to sail your ship into the stormy waters and to the maw of tentacle monster?
Hmm.
No.
No.
I didn't
Not
do
exactly.
it.
You seem to really
I think
like
you
the
did
tentacle
do it.
monster.
So what if it just looks like a ship, but it's actually a creature?
Ooh. A mimic of the astral variety.
You want to shoot it first.
Shoot first,
Rather
ask
avoid
questions later.
interacting.
Fire!
Oh
What
god.
kind of weapons do we have
shit.
on the ship?
Let's go. I love this guy.
I mean,
Nobody shoots at cannons because he's a ghost on a ship.
the problem, of course, is, you know, if there are survivors on there, we start shooting first and asking questions later. We're the bad guys.
We're the bad guy.
Bats.
Aspen will go to our helmsman and ask for his thoughts because he seems to have the most experience.
For telescope, see if I can see anything on the deck there.
Roll a
Okay, well,
perception check, please, O'Kefley.
Sure. Not with advantage. No. 15.
Wow.
15.
Sometimes with risk, there's reward, but if you'd rather stay safe, I would advise staying at a clear distance.
We don't know much about this place. Maybe we
I
can
thought
learn
exactly.
what is going on here.
It could be bait.
Maybe, but then we know what is a threat. I don't know. What do you think, all of you? You
Well,
think it's worth it? We
He's
can-
advised to keep our distance. A trap not set off is a trap you don't have to worry about.
But what if it really is people that need our help?
Is there a way to contact ship from safe distance? Let's get both.
Have you tried yelling really loud?
Well,
Probably not a great idea.
Probably not.
Scream in astral space.
It's like I could yell really loud, but like I said,
How far away are we from the ship now?
Is there not a signalman on this ship?
Flags.
Do
Exactly.
you know Astral Sea flag signals?
No.
Go on, speak up, smart man.
I was
Come
I was
on,
asking you.
voice your concerns.
Did I ask
Show
anything
me
about
one.
flags? No,
show
I
me,
asked if
show me a flag signal, Mr. Ideas man.
how's that for a flag signal?
That means peace among worlds in some cultures.
no. The problem is we... So, yeah. If we get closer and it's a trap, we've got a fight on our hands and we could risk losing our ship. If we do nothing and there's astral elves on there that we might, be able to save,
Or a map.
or a map. Wait, do we not have a map?
We've just been flying by.
we do not have a map.
We have a locator that finds sources of arcane energy, such as other ships and.
Wait, so if that's good, did this not pop up on the locator?
Yeah, it has no source emanating from it.
All right,
So,
that's our
wait.
question. Full steam
Does
ahead.
that mean there's no oxygen on that ship?
It means that their possibly means that their engine is not active. Their helm, one could say.
Hmm. All right. So, Kifley?
I think we check to see what it is. Maybe there is something useful.
A map would be helpful.
We need to know more. We don't know enough.
Perfect.
So we can get close, and then we can see with telescope.
Now, if we get close enough to it, can we actually share the air bubble to this ship onto that one?
No, you would have, if it has no air, you would have to do your air bubble spell.
Trying to spare himself a 6th level spell slot.
I don't have to use this 6th level spell, just like to cast it a bunch of times.
Well, I also have the spell now.
Oh, that's true.
You've always had this spell.
You would be able to prepare because 3 days did pass.
Yeah. Sorry. Well, let's get close, and before we start, spelling up, let's take a close look at this derelict.
What weaponry do we have on the ship? Just cannons?
We do have cannons of the eldritch nature.
Oh yeah, we do have Pudak as well.
We could throw Pudak.
Then you can't
I'm not sure any of us can throw Pudak.
I could just teleport him onto the ship.
Okay.
Let's save spells. We're gonna do this the hard way.
Yep.
Captain, ramming speed.
Whoa!
I'll get us closer. And through his mental focus, the ship begins to lean over to the side and start to drift towards wherever this may be. Within a few moments, you are about 30 feet off the ship. There's no reaction from it as you approach it.
Can we, just in the 10 minutes or so it takes for us to close the distance, can we ask for a few words?
Sure.
Of bolstering approval. Perhaps something to really get us going. Really inspire
I'm
us.
so glad you asked.
Let me take it from here.
We were low on food and water. Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Mr. Magical Ghost Man, I trust your words,
Spirit?
but let the expert take this. I've never been here before. I don't know what we're doing in the sea, but as a team, we can accomplish anything.
Goes on for 20
Yeah.
He repeats that for 10 minutes.
Did you actually have to talk for 10 minutes? So it's just like, just do it!
It just says I need to spend 10 minutes inspiring you. I could do a little dance. Doesn't even need to be words.
And your imagination.
All right. So you guys get how much temp HP?
20.
20. Yeah, buddy.
Ooh, yeah.
How's
Don't
that?
mind if I do.
As he listens, Zul performs the rite of the oracle on his longbow. Bow and arrow in space. I don't see a reason why not.
Okay, I will cast Bless on myself, Zulkifli, and Casimir.
Thank you. And Casimir is going to do 2 castings of air bubble. That's gonna. I think between us, because it's 2 people per second level casting. So if we use 2 second level spells, we can hit the entire
It's
team.
a second level spell, so it would be 2 people per 3rd level casting.
Yep.
Is it? Okay.
I think but doesn't it get 2 people per
Yeah,
third level?
if we wanted to get all of us, one of us would have to use a 3rd, one of us would have to use a 4th, or we could use multiple spell slots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So however you want to do it, figure it out.
Yeah.
How long can we hold our breath for if we
It's 20
don't have... Yeah.
So holding your breath is actually something noted on my DM screen here. So let me tell you.
It's
I think.
that's
a modifier.
So suffocating. You can hold your breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus your Constitution modifier with a minimum of 30 seconds. If you run out of breath or you're choking, you can survive for a number of rounds equal to your Constitution modifier, minimum 1 round, at the start of your next turn. You drop to 0 hit points. You are dying, and you can't regain hit points or be stabilized until you can breathe again.
So Dakota, do you want to do 4th or 3rd?
I can do the 4th.
Like a
Fourth.
little invisible bubble of air that like pops above your head.
Yep.
You know, I just realized this is a very useful spell.
This is.
Where do you want me to extend the planks for boarding?
Well, it said like if we're jumping from ship to ship, do we just kind of float?
You want to
Or just-
try?
Not really.
I have rope.
Oh, you have wings.
I have wings.
There's although there's no air to push off of per se.
Well, on the boat there is, but when we get the other
Well,
one,
on the boat, but like yeah,
Use a rope.
I mean, wouldn't it be cool to like use grappling and
just
we don't
extend the planks, please.
Yeah, okay. Extend the plank.
A plank extends metal out from the side of the ship and stops about a foot off from the other ship.
It's fine. We can jump that. So we'll get stuff on
And this
deck.
last one.
And
Switching to
And,
minimum power.
all right. Because they'll give the suggested we do this. He's going to be the first on the ship.
Mordecai will follow right behind Zul.
Yeah. Wait. Well, we were scouting out whatever we could. We didn't see anything, presumably, or hear anything. So the next step
How
is to get on there,
sound
right?
hearing works in space.
Yeah.
And
Funny how we've got
smelling.
air bubbles. Can we talk to each other if we've got air bubbles on, but they had a vacuum?
Here's a fun thing: 5th level spell, telepathic bond.
There we go.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
This is. I'm so happy to use this. You guys have no. So for the next hour, without concentration, we are able to communicate telepathically, all of us.
Yes.
By thought alone, so we don't even have to speak. So Kazmir's gonna do this unless y'all resist. He's gonna say, I'm gonna connect us telepathically so we can communicate. Everyone good? Consent?
Consent.
Very powerful spell. Want to make sure I get everyone. Okay, and I activate it, so I'm going. So because we're doing, this thing, try not to move you don't have to actually speak, just think what you're going to say. Just in case they can hear us.
Balls. Sorry.
Alright. Go to board the ship. Where are we? Okay. Are we starting on the port side of the ship?
We'll say it to the north side, right next to the bright star there.
Oh, the
That's super
starboard
cool.
side. Okay.
Yeah.
Get along here. All right.
They
Cool
call it
information for y'all.
starboard side because there's a star that's there.
Oh,
I mean,
guess we should have gone onto the port side so that we can go through the port. Anyway,
That's a beaut. Can
Nothing
everyone
on
just
here.
like remark at how beautiful this map is right now?
This is really nice.
Like, yeah,
Wow.
I didn't make it.
I know. It's just it's so
pretty.
good.
Oh, never mind. This
I'm
map's
saying, I
suck.
didn't
it's just it's the best map yet, Michael.
Is this
I don't know.
our ship?
Blows
or
all the other
is that
maps out of the water.
Wow.
No,
Uh,
he chose it, so he gets some credit.
Yeah. No, well, yeah. I'd like to look around. Any signs of battle? Any signs of damage to the deck? To the
Make an
ship?
investigation check.
Sure. Ooh. Also got. 21.
21. There appears to be a struggle here. You see a little bit of this like purplish blood on the floor, kind of splattered here and there.
Ooh.
But no bodies.
Okay, I put my hand down upon where the purplish blood is scattered on the floor, and I'm gonna go with Grim Psychometry to see if I can get anything from that.
Make a history check.
He tastes
Sure,
it.
coming up. I'm gonna feel it.
Just real quick, Michael, what
11,
icon do we use
great.
for concentration?
Hold on, I need to hear what Zulkifli said. What's your total, Zulkifli?
11.
11?
Not great.
Okay, you don't get
Yeah.
anything from it. And
Okay.
Dakota, what'd you ask?
What icon do we use for concentration?
The heart.
The heart. All right.
With the chains, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay.
All right.
The whole cliffs at the heart.
What are y'all doing?
The blood is it leading somewhere? Is it leading towards below deck?
It's just splattered here and there, as if there was a battle, but there's no bodies. It doesn't lead anywhere per se.
Okay.
Okay.
You
was a
also
fight
look around
here.
and you see some bits of brightly colored paper that seems to be torn up. Small bits.
They were having a birthday party.
You walk over and you also because you rolled so high in your investigation, you walk over and you see this like food on the ground. There's a splatter of food, and you lean down to where like it gets into your air bubble and you smell. It smells sweet. It has like a milky texture to it.
Can I try and figure out what kind of ship this is? What kind of ship this is? As if it was like a cargo ship, a passenger ship.
Make
Like
a history check.
Yeah. Okay. History plus 11. A 22.
A 22. This appears to be some sort of mercantile ship. You can tell by its low battle capacity and its size. It's meant for hauling cargo and having just enough guns to defend itself, but not necessarily go on the offense.
Okay. I'll convey that in my mind to everyone. And then also follow up with it could have been attacked by pirates then.
Space pirates.
So
Is there just one stairs for down, or is it like is that two?
Those both
there's another one right
appear
here.
to be leading downward.
Okay.
Do we see any
Okay.
damage on the hull from a distance?
Mm-mm.
No.
Well, drawing my weapons, I will go down.
Okay, I'm following.
But I could be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Duh.
No. Casimir,
Beautiful
hold it.
map, and we
No.
quickly leave it.
No cots.
The cards are safely
And
put
then
away.
I go inside.
So who's all going down? Is that everybody, or is anybody staying? Here's a better way to ask: is anybody
everyone
staying
staying, or-
above deck?
I ain't going down there.
Everyone's
Fuck
staying
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
If Reveler's gonna stay, I'll stay with him.
We're gonna
Belvoir
be
and
skinny.
Aspen?
Stay up top for now, and actually, he's going to do a scan of the outer hull by walking. There's still a center of gravity on this ship. Like we're still being pulled to it.
Yeah. It still has
Kezra's
a center of
gonna-
gravity.
He's gonna like walk around the bottom of the hull and search for any like holes and anything like that.
Going for a spacewalk?
Yeah.
So, for everybody who is currently, it's dark. There's no lights on, aside from the slight creaking of a lantern heading back from. It's not lit. It's just up there. Seems to be some sort of witch light that's been extinguished or dispelled. So it's not able to be relit by non-magical means.
I have dark vision up to 60 feet, DM.
So make an investigation check again.
Thank you.
Boy.
If it's a visual, if it's
It's all visual.
it's all visual. 21. Sorry.
21. In the distance, you see a hand from behind a crate, like laying down, his palm up, kind of like this. Has a little bit of fur on it.
On the ground.
Yeah, like there might be a body behind it.
A motion for everyone to stop just for a moment. Okay. So it's just around a corner.
Yep.
Everything good down
Behind
there.
one of the crates.
You're found on body.
Okay, just remember there is no range to this spell, so keep us up to date and we'll rush down as quickly as we can.
By this point, quietly edging closer to the hand, to the body, to investigate it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Quietly. Yep. Let me get a better look at it. What kind of body is it?
So as you peer around the corner, these crates are kind of stacked on picture. You see the face similar to a primate. It has the face of a monkey. It's like a humanoid, half ape, half human. You're familiar with apes as they were in the jungle of where you grew up, but this appears to be some sort of humanoid,
human hybrid, ape hybrid. Mm-hmm.
It is dead. It's been slashed by various wounds, and it has on its shirt. There's a little sticker of a star.
Sticker, like an actual sticker,
Like a sticker, like a little sticker. And as you look further past these crates, you just see a number of dead bodies.
Do we both see that?
All of you, I guess all of you would see this. As you realize this,
perfect.
the lights turn on and the engine purrs alive. You feel it in the deck of the ship.
I'm gonna yell out
on.
really. I would like to yell out really loud and even use thaumaturgy to make it even louder. I was like, if anybody alive, raise your hand.
With the engine purring to life, air will return to the ship. And you hear a voice. Avast thee, mateys! I am Captain Rednose.
Oh no.
Standing up top of the mast, leaning over the ship, he withdraws the sword. Galder, you see it. Not Galder, Aspen and Reveler, you see it. And as he draws the sword, he goes, and he snaps it back, and it snaps back into place. And you are prepared to die, I assume. And what happens next is a story for another time.
Oh my god! Space clowns!
Space clowns!
Killer clowns.
What?
The
Why
space
can we not
monkeys.
Look up.
Space
What
clowns.
is wrong with us? We were warned. Look up. Everyone look everyone's direction but up.
So everybody, this is the time for all of us to go. And we'll see you next week here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at twitch.tv/lichsouls. And I'm going to pass it on over to Aspen, who's our druid, who's played by Jeremiah.
Yep, I fucking love space clowns. Space clowns are great. Can't wait for this. Yeah, for anybody that doesn't know that space clowns existed, that's got to be a very jarring sentence to hear. But yeah, super excited. Pass it over to Noah.
Horrifying. But Spelljammer's really cool. I'm psyched that we're shifting from fantasy, feudal, wartime setting, apocalyptic setting to suddenly we're treasure planet up in here. Yep. Yeah, neat. Okay, can't wait to see what happens next. It will be awful.
I will say, I didn't want to give it away, but the white, sweet smelling food was whipped cream. They threw pies at these people as they killed them.
Oh.
Yep.
That was confetti.
Oh dear.
It was-
Oh dear. Well, with that, I'm going to pass it over to the first up against the clowns, Mr. Cormac.
Oh,
I mean,
can't wait for that. But yeah, great session all around. Even if I apparently wasn't there for half of it, mentally that is. Physically, here all night. Anyway, thank you, of course, to everyone who was chatting up in chat tonight. Thank you to all of our wonderful role players for bringing this wonderful story to life, as well as the man who created this story for us to bring to life, Michael, our wonderful DM himself. Yeah, I ain't really got much, so Guy, you want to take it away?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun today. More revelations as we continue to have our minds shattered, and really looking forward to seeing how much fun Michael gets to have with the Spice Cloud voice. That was great. Good reveal. Blew my mind. We gotta look up. Like, I'm sorry.
swear.
Like, main recap. Like, somebody's job is like looking up from now on. I'm watching you, Noah. You're our lookup guy.
Clearly.
Yeah, lots of fun story. Looking forward to what happens next week. Take it away, Dakota.
I'm fucking horrified. I hate clowns. I look forward to killing this motherfucker. Great session. I'm so glad that we are finally able to enjoy the Astral Sea and all the Spelljammer content. Everyone did very great this session with the roleplay. I like the detail of us forgetting what we were going to ask the Mitro because we just had a huge, like, busy day, but we actually just forgot. Nothing much else to say except for great session. Thank you, Michael. And with that, I'm going to pass it over to Caleb, who plays Mordecai.
Yeah, it was a really fun session. I also really hate clowns. And I'm not a fan of monkeys either. They're like, so, you know.
Well, they're dead, so that's no big deal.
So, we'll see. But yeah, I'm looking forward to a combat-filled episode. And with that, I'll hand it over to Killian, who plays Pudak.
Yeah, space clowns. There's some variety out there. I hope we're getting more the buggy side and less the scary, I don't know, freaking side. So let's see what happens there. But yeah, I love the small setting change we have here. This is fun on top of everything else. So yeah, give it over to Josh.
Okay, so we wanted a beach episode, and we ended up in space. So first beach
We
planet
had a
we
beach
find.
episode last week.
No, we
Yeah,
didn't.
you missed it.
You lied. You're lying. To me.
Yeah.
you-
No,
No, it was your beach episode.
Reveler found the beach very
There
quickly.
was a beach on a river.
Well, we are at
stuff. Like,
we are at
showed
sea
up.
now.
Damn it.
We are at sea
Well,
now, so you
It's
know.
okay because I've got a new ghost friend who's not a ghost. He's a spectre. Sorry.
This it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be great.
Lots of astral
next
semen.
Oh, I love semen. Pass it back to. I'll pass it back to the demon.
What do you
That's
call a mini cowman? A minotaur.
Oh God.
If you're a
Jesus, good.
warlock, there must be a war key.
I'm gonna kill this clown.
So just to be clear, you now have to come into the next session with like a big red clown nose.
Yes.
We'll see everybody next week here at twitch.tv/lichsouls for the next installment of our D&D campaign.
What do you get when you send a clown to deliver flowers to your wife? A romantic jester?
God damn it!
All right. Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna
Got it.
Roll credits. Come on.
What do you call a creature that worships a hairless dragon? A kobold. And with that, bye!
Bye.
Bye bye.
Good enough.